Welcome to another episode of Bent Not Broken. Heartbreak and trauma may feel like the end of your story, but here it's the beginning of a bold new chapter. I'm your host, Coach Deborah Griffiths, and this is the space where women rise, rebuild, and rediscover their purpose. Remember this truth: you are bent, not broken. What if the very thing you've been hiding is actually the key to your freedom? In today's bonus coaching session, we're talking about something that so many women carry, but rarely speak about: silence. The silence around trauma, the silence around identity, the silence around the parts of ourselves we were taught to hide. If you listened to my conversation with Barb Rebon, you heard just how heavy that silence can become and how powerful it is when it finally breaks. So today, I want to coach you through how to begin breaking your own silence safely, gently, and powerfully. Number 1, understanding your silence. Let's start here. Silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. And in fact, silence is often where the deepest pain lives. It can look like not speaking your truth, hiding parts of your identity, avoiding conversations, smiling on the outside while hurting on the inside. And here's the truth: silence is often rooted in fear, shame, or survival. You didn't choose silence because you're weak. You chose it because at some point it felt safer than being seen. But what once protected you may now be keeping you stuck. Number 2, the cost of staying silent. Let me ask you something. What is your silence costing you? Is it costing you your peace, your authenticity, your relationships, or how about your self-worth? Because here's what I see so often: women living half-expressed lives because they're afraid of fully being seen. And the longer you stay silent, the heavier it becomes. Just like Barb described, that silence becomes loud on the inside. Number 3, your first step to breaking silence. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go shout your truth out to the world tomorrow. That's not how healing works. And instead, we're going to start small. The first step is to find your safe person. This could be a trusted friend, a coach, a therapist, a support group, someone who will listen without judgment, hold space for your truth, remind you that you are not broken. Because healing doesn't start with being loud. It starts with being heard. Number 4, reframing your story. Here's where the real shift happens. You have to stop seeing your story as something to hide and start seeing it as something that shaped your strength. Your story is not shameful. It is not too messy, and it is not too complicated. Your story is evidence of your survival, proof of your resilience, and it's a bridge to help someone else's healing. And when you begin to reframe your story, you move from "I need to hide this" to "this is the part of who I am, and I am still worthy." Number 5, here's a practical exercise. Grab a journal and finish this sentence: "The truth I've been afraid to say out loud is." Don't overthink it, just write. And then ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I share this? And what might be possible if I do? This is where your breakthrough begins. Number 6, your permission slip. Let me give you something today. Permission. You have permission to feel what you feel. Own your truth. Take your time and heal at your own pace. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to take one step out of silence. Your voice matters. Your story matters. You matter. And the moment you begin to release the silence is the moment you begin to reclaim your life. If this episode spoke to you, I want to invite you to take the next step. Book a discovery call with me. The link is in the show notes below. And if this episode resonated, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe, rate, and review Bent Not Broken, because your breakthrough might be the very thing that helps someone else find theirs. Remember, you are not broken. You are becoming. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Bent Not Broken. I hope that this episode reminded you that even through life's toughest moments, you are bent, not broken. If this message inspired you, please share, rate, review, and subscribe, as it helps us reach more women who are ready to rise and rebuild. And until next time, keep living bold and walking in your purpose.